did you sort of come about it that building relationships was important to developing business, developing your, your lifestyle that you have?
Maybe it's cliche, but I learned it from my dad. My dad and I are not, well, he's dead now, but we have very little genetic likeness. I take after my mom and her dad. I don't take much after my own dad genetically.
Yeah, okay.
But he was a college president 47 years. He took me to my very first Rotary meeting when I was 7 or 8. When I was 6 years old, he taught me to put the badge on the right side because when you shake, it faces.
Oh, wow. That's heavy. That's like, wow, that's going way back on the networking scene.
Yeah. No, I learned a lot. One day I was sitting in my dad's office and his college had a deficit. The legislators, there was some political nonsense. And I watched him work the phones. I was doing homework. I was in junior high. He raised $6 million in an afternoon. This is back in the mid 70s when that was actually real money.
Wow.
And he just called people he knew and got them to donate money to the college and got some money moved around. And I watched him do that. And that's because he knew who to call. He used to send out, he had these little note cards from the desk of Joseph N. Hankin. And he'd say, thought you'd be interested. And he'd sign Joe. And he'd send you an article. It was a one-man clipping service. My brother, sister, and I, whenever we came home for vacation or see mom and dad, we always had a stack of articles for us, or sometimes he'd mail them to us. But yeah. I would watch him and his secretaries. He had 2 secretaries because he had so much volume. Watch them mail out stuff to people all around the country. And anytime my dad called anybody, they knew him. They all took his call, and they all won because he thought of them and he showed them how much he thought of them by regularly communicating.
Yeah.
And I learned by osmosis that that's something you need to do.